Hello Internet, we are back on Showdown and let's give this team one more try. So if you saw Tuesday's video, then you saw we kind of, split the results, I suppose. We sort of half won half and lost the other games. The team is not that good, to be honest, but it's fun, it's interesting, it's different, and that means we need to try and win some games with it. So for the sake of entertaining I'm turning into the Rock, my millions and millions of fans. No, we'll try and get some games and see how we go. I'm just being silly now. So we find a double primal team. Okay. Okay, so this is just like a really standard team now. Double primal, Thunderous, Salamence, very common together. And then the last ones are usually like one of the grass types, Amoonguss, Ferrothorn, and Cresselia, or something like that. So really standard. How should we go about this though? Well, Thunderous is potentially going to be a problem. Yeah. As I've done some games with this team, I've identified that it does have problems with Thunderous, and it does have problems with Groudon, as well. I mean, like, Thunderous can't touch Reshiram or Ferrothorn or really Hydreigon if it doesn't have Hidden Power Ice. But it's just the pressure of Thunder Wave that this team really doesn't appreciate. No, it indeed doesn't. I think we're going to go with Kangaskhan and Reshiram. I think in the back, like, Hydreigon in theory is alright against both primals, but like not really at the same time. We're going to take Mewtwo and maybe Ferrothorn. Yeah, I think we're going to have Ferrothorn here, as he leads with Kyogre and Kangaskhan. So maybe we'll trade fake outs. Maybe we won't. I think either way I am going for a fake out on Kyogre though, but the risk is if he just goes for like a Power Up Punch on my Kangaskhan. Like, he might even just protect his Kyogre as well here. So, yeah, he might protect his Kyogre. I'm actually going to go for a Power Up Punch on his Kangaskhan, and because I think he's going to fake out my Reshiram. Else, I could like switch in Kangaskhan to Mewtwo and fling my Choice Scarf onto it. I'll see if I can do that at some point today. But I'm going to Draco Meteor the Kangaskhan as well. Hopefully the combination of these, if I do get it, will knock it out. But he doesn't protect his Kyogre, so I need Water Origin Pulses there, which doesn't knock out my Reshiram or my Kangaskhan, but I was kind of hoping he would protect his Kyogre there. At least we are at +2 now, and we have got Sucker Punch, and we are maximum speed. So we do threaten with a Sucker Punch of our own. So I could Sucker Punch his Kangaskhan. Draco Meteor won't really do too much damage to Kyogre though. I have got Ferrothorn in the back. Protect on Kangaskhan would be nice. He didn't Mega Evolve his Kangaskhan, did he? No, he didn't. That actually took me quite a few seconds to realise. He didn't. Yeah, so he must be in a focus then. So I think we are going to go for a. I think we're going to Sucker Punch the Kangaskhan here. He might protect the Kyogre, but I'm going to bring Ferrothorn in because I think Reshiram might be handy for the future. And if he does win well, it's not a speed tie, is it? Because he hasn't Mega Evolved. So, unfortunately, we don't lose our Kangaskhan, so we're getting a little bit of fortune now, which I do appreciate. It's about time we get something in our way, but, Origin Pulse is just one of those moves, isn't it? I personally would not use Origin Pulse, because it does have other options that also work, Water Spout and Scald as your water attacks, and so if you can avoid using low accuracy moves, then I definitely would. Unless you're using Gravity, obviously. That's why I really enjoyed using Precipice Blades in Gravity for lots of reasons. But we did keep the Reshiram safe here, because if he has got the Salamence, which it turns out he does, Salamence as well as the Kangaskhan? What? Then we can just knock it out. Okay, so I did bring Reshiram thinking that it would be good against the Salamence, but like, I didn't expect he would bring the Salamence and the Kangaskhan both, but apparently he did. Okay. Well, I think we'll Sucker Punch the Kyogre here, because Kangaskhan and Salamence do speed tie here. Maybe his Salamence has got a Choice Scarf on it or something as well. You never know. And I'm going to go for a Leech Seed onto the Salamence. So he does switch the Kyogre out. So he will probably be knocking out my Kangaskhan here with a normal Hyper Voice, okay? And we do get the seeds on the Salamence there, so Ferrothorn's looking alright here. Reshiram though, Reshiram. Like, both of these do threaten the Salamence, so I really shouldn't be fearing the Salamence. And as long as I do knock the Salamence out and he brings the Kyogre in, then my Ferrothorn should be safe from water attacks. So I'm going to put Reshiram out, and I'm going to Draco Meteor the Salamence. If he protects his Salamence and goes for like a Precipice Blades or whatever, knocks out my Reshiram, then next turn I can bring Mewtwo in and threaten it with an Ice Beam. And either way, we're going to use his Rain basically. Because I do value a full health Mewtwo a bit more than a... oh, and we missed the Draco Meteor. Of course we do. So, that luck has just turned around, hasn't it? I could have used Dragon Pulse. Yeah, he's just going to protect his Salamence now. Protect his Salamence and Erupt again. So I'm going to go for an Ice Beam on the Groudon and try and double protect Ferrothorn. But it's in vain, because even if we get it, we'll knock the Salamence out next turn, and you know, he will have another turn to attack us in the sun. So yeah, we don't even get that, and he doesn't even try and protect his Salamence. Okay, so he misses his Draco Meteor there, which means nothing at this point. Okay, so I'm going to go for a Mii first here, but maybe I can try and snatch a little Earth Power, yeah, knock him out. But, yeah, his Pokemon is just going to knock out my Pokemon now. Yeah, so there's no way that I can come back from this. So, okay. Another loss. Oh dear. Let's look for another game, though. So, I'm thinking the standard wasn't that high in the tournament that the guy using this team won. You know, no disrespect to, you know, anyone, but I don't think this team is actually that good. But you know what? We are going to have a positive attitude. We are going to win this game and the following game as well. We are going to win them, and yes, we are going to win them. Just to end this team on a high. But we find another Groudon. This team, I'm pretty sure, does struggle quite a bit with Groudon. And I think, like, on Tuesday's episode and today's, every single team has had a Groudon in it. So, that's not been too good for us, has it? Maybe we'll go Kangaskhan and Crobat here. Let's go that route. And let's also take Reshiram and Mewtwo. Both of our restricted Pokemon. Okay, so I was a little bit fearing that Gengar, because if it is Mega and well, Crobat has got U-turn, hasn't it? So there is that, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna Scrappy Fake out Casper the Gengar and go for a Super Fang on his I'm not gonna say that name on his Groudon. You see, like, the nicknames sort of pop up in the move selections, don't they? But if he's going for an Eruption, it's going to be halved. If he's going for a Precipice Blades, he's only going to be hitting one of my Pokemon. Or, okay. You know, at least we get something from that turn, I suppose. Gengar flinches. Maybe... What was Gengar going for? Maybe it was a Trick Room. Maybe it was a Trick Room Gengar. You never know. I mean, we can't tell at this point, but... Maybe he was going for an Icy Wind. Maybe he was going for a skill swap. Who knows? I mean, it is sitting in front of a Crobat, so you would think it would be a little bit scared of a Taunt. I think this is the turn that we're just gonna unload everything onto the Groudon. Nothing is going to want to take this. Yeah. Maybe it's going for a Trick Room. That is a Trick Room. Wow, I actually called it. Didn't actually expect it though. And we haven't brought our Ferrothorn either. We've got our Scarfed Reshiram in the back and our really fast Mewtwo in the back as well. So this is going to be tough. I suppose if we Sucker Punch the Groudon, then I don't know, will Eruption knock Crobat out? Probably, especially with an attack from Gengar as well. Yeah, this is not a good situation to be in. Is he going to attack with Gengar? Or is he just going to go for a skill swap? I mean, I haven't got a Groudon, so maybe he's not going to skill swap. Yeah, I'm going to Sucker Punch the Gengar here. And just try and Super Fang. We don't have Protect. Okay, so the Gengar was attacking there. But an Eruption is just going to, you know, knock the Crobat out. Not quite knock the Kangaskhan out. But yeah, not a good position to be in. I'm going to put Mewtwo out because Mewtwo does have an option of protecting here. But I'm presuming his last Pokemon is Kyogre. So I'm pretty sure we've lost the game. Yeah. Yeah, this Crobat doesn't have Taunt on it because whoever made the team did swap Taunt for U-turn so that you could activate your Mewtwo's weakness policy. So there is that. But Taunt would have been really nice on the Gengar there because I didn't have any way of stopping the Gengar from going for a Trick Room, did I? I mean, it was at just over 70%. I don't think a scrappy Frustration would have knocked it out from there, and Crobat doesn't really have any other ways of touching it either. Okay, well we actually see a Kangaskhan, not a Kyogre. But even still, I'm pretty sure we're not in the best of positions here. Yeah, especially because the Reshiram is Scarfed in the back as well. So we don't really have any ways of trying to stall out his Trick Room. Okay, so just go for the Fake Out on Mewtwo, so we'll get a little bit of chip damage onto the Groudon here. And another Eruption. So we've got no choice now. It's Reshiram. And, well, what is he going to do here? Probably just Earth Power the Reshiram and like return into the Mewtwo, I guess. But like both of them can survive. Like I'm pretty sure Reshiram has got a chance of surviving an Earth Power. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Mewtwo, I think, can survive like a double edge as well. So I think he does need to double into one of them to win this. So Reshiram. Reshiram's slower, so I like in Trick Room, so I don't have the option of going for like a Fling Side Strike onto the Kangaskhan, which would be nice. So I've got to attack here, I think, and we're just gonna target the Kangaskhan here. But you just go for an Eruption. and a double edge onto the Reshiram, which unfortunately does knock it out. And yeah, that seals the end. Okay. Well, you know what I was saying about winning those last 2 games. Yeah, maybe we're not going to. All right, well, we will try and finish on a win, you know, at least. So, so you know, we've got another like standard-ish team, I suppose. It's just one of those annoying variants with Unnerve, Aerodactyl, and probably Scarfed Smeargle. So, like, Crobat's got a Lumberry, but like Unnerve is not going to help us out there. We have got our Scarfed Reshiram though, so there is that. So maybe we'll go Kangaskhan Reshiram here, and again another Groudon, which is a big issue here. We will go Ferrothorn because it's very good against everything apart from that Groudon, and we'll go Mewtwo as well, I guess. So we just go Aerodactyl, but Amoonguss. Okay. Mega Aerodactyl, are you faster than Scarfed Reshiram? I don't think you are, because this Reshiram is timid. Okay, so I'm going to fake out the Aerodactyl, and I hope, I mean, I'm pretty sure a Fusion Flare will knock out the Amoonguss here. But you might just protect it. Yeah, it does. So, you know, good job we went for the fake out into the Aerodactyl there. He will be seeing that we are Scarfed now if he pays attention to us moving before his Aerodactyl flinching. Aerodactyl, Aerodactyl like can't follow me or anything, so I'm just going to go for a Power Punch onto the Aerodactyl, and again another Fusion Flare onto the Amoonguss. Nothing's really going to want to take, yeah, nothing's really going to want to take a Fusion Flare, even if we did switch it out. So he does get the Tailwind up there, and because we are Scarfed, we do get the knockout before Kangaskhan moves, so we can get our Power Punch onto the Aerodactyl, which will put it into definitely +2 Sucker Punch range now. So, you know, things are looking a little bit better for us here. But here is the Groudon. The big nasty Groudon. So the Aerodactyl is in Sucker Punch range. Like, unfortunately Kangaskhan, like, neither of my Pokemon here have Protect. Not sure if he will just attack with his Aerodactyl, though. I'm going to Sucker Punch the Groudon, and I'm going to double target the Groudon, just because I need damage on it. So, we get a nice chunk there. Rock Slide, and Precipice Blades. Okay, so critical hit on the Kangaskhan. Don't think matters, actually. But now, I suppose... I mean, we could put Ferrothorn out and Sucker Punch the Groudon and Gyro Ball the Aerodactyl, because if he protects the Groudon, then he'll be knocking my Kangaskhan out, and barring a Rock Slide flinch, we'll knock out his Aerodactyl. And then we'll be on the last turn of Tailwind, I think, and Mewtwo can come out. But if I put Mewtwo out now, then I could Sucker Punch the Groudon and I suppose be in the same position. Sucker Punch the Groudon, and this is like a big decision now. Sucker Punch the Groudon, because I'm thinking he's probably got Xerneas in the back, so maybe I want to keep the Ferrothorn hidden. Yeah, I'll put Mewtwo out. And I'm going to Sucker Punch the Groudon because, I mean, he might protect the Groudon just so that he can go for the Rock Slide. And I'm not sure Groudon is in range for Mewtwo to knock it out with an Ice Beam. So actually I think I'm going to go for a Sucker Punch onto the Aerodactyl and go for an Ice Beam onto the Groudon here. I do have the option of protecting next turn. But this is one of those sort of 50-50 turns, I guess. Because nothing the Groudon can do can, you know, one-shot my Mewtwo. Unless he gets a critical hit. We have got Ferrothorn in the back for his presumed Xerneas. But this is sticky, you could say. Yeah, he does protect the Groudon. And he does try to attack with Aerodactyl. Fantastic. Good. So now we'll probably see the Xerneas. And he's just forfeited, yes. So it all came down to that read. I'm presuming he did have the Xerneas in the back. So at this point, I mean, I suppose the game wasn't entirely over because he did have another turn of Tailwind. I don't have Protect on Kangaskhan. I would have been forced to Sucker Punch the Groudon again. If he'd like gone for a double Protect or whatever, got it or not. He's not getting knocked out by the Sucker Punch. An Ice Beam I don't think will knock Groudon out from there as well. So he could have gone for a Geomancy and yeah, the game wasn't completely over, so maybe he shouldn't have forfeited there, but, you know, let's just say, yes, the game was completely, entirely over, and there was no way he could come back from it, because that makes us seem powerful and good at this game, especially with rubbish teams like this. So, thanks a lot for watching this, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've won the game. Okay, goodbye for now, thank you.